Install a piece of wood on the machine. Manually eject the turning tool. The turning tool ejection buttons of various machine models are different. If you want to know the location of the buttons, please contact me. Move the Z-axis of the machine so that the turning tool goes to the starting cutting position. Work 0. Move the X and Z axes so that the tip of the turning tool touches the corner of the wood. The check system coordinate is G54. Then hold down the check key, and then press the data input key twice. Set XZYA to 0. After setting complete working 0, a product needs to be turned out first. Only then can the position of the next tool be confirmed. After setting complete working 0, a product needs to be turned out first. Only then can the position of the next tool be confirmed. The first thing to do is to check and set the parameters. The machine in this video is a single-sided turning tool. So the first parameter is set to 0. If your machine is a double-sided turning tool, the parameter is 1. The file is a turning DXF. Milling read is set to 0. Depending on the size of the wood, set the number of layers to cut. After the parameter setting is completed, locate the file on the USB drive. Press change to switch to the right, the position of the U disk. Arrow keys to find the file. Press data output. Enter a numeric name. Then press data input. After the file input is complete, press program several times to find the new file just now. Light up the edit function. Press data input. Needs to be on the next line of G0Z0. Add code for turning tool pop-up. Needs to be on the next line of G0Z0. Added code for turning tool pop-up. This machine code is M76. If your machine turning tool does not need to be ejected, this code does not need to be increased. Then, input M02, and press the down direction key. Move to the end of the program. Above M05, add the code for turning tool retraction. This machine code is M77. If your machine tool does not have a cylinder, ignore this code. Press the reset key. Return to the beginning of the program. Enable the manual function. Retract any ejected cylinders. Click Save Point. Return the machine to a safe stop. Enable the auto function. Click Cycle Start. Start turning. After turning is complete, in MPG or manual mode, press Compact and OUT1. Let the above main axis switch to Y-axis movement. Use the hand wheel to slowly move the X and Y axes until the tool touches the wood surface. The position where milling starts.
靠近好这里之后，设置接物坐标。等一会儿，等。
After confirming the location, find the coordinates of G55 on the control system. In MDI mode, press the X key, and then click the Data In key. The coordinates of the X-axis will be automatically input to the X-axis position of G55. Follow the same method. Import the mechanical coordinates of XYZA to G55. After setting the coordinates of G55, set parameters according to the way you work. Work with the spindle here. So set milling red to 1. Sets the number and rotation angle of the slot. The setup here is at a distance of 230 mm long and the wood is rotated 180 degrees. Carve 5 slots into the wood. Milling speed. The parameter setting is complete. Enter the program and import the DXF file. MDI mode, DXF file, press out, enter a numeric name, press input.
现在不连续许吗？不是。好，然后是编辑21编辑。
Find the newly imported file for editing. Edit mode, delete M70, add G55 at the first line.
然后修改代码是首先在文件的开头加上 G55 MDR， 不是编辑里边 G55， 然后输入，不是 UB， 加到底上应该可以，加到 G55 之后，然后是在程序的末尾。
Move to the end of the program, delete M71, add G54 above Z100, press the reset button.
然后在 Z100 上面，就是 M02 上面加上个 G54 点 UB。
Auto mode, press the start key.
自动开始。
Introduce the use of grinding wheel.
洗槽完成之后，手动移动。
Move the X-axis and the Z-axis. Let the turning tool leave the material, and then press the grinding wheel to pop up the cylinder. Different models of machines have different buttons for the grinding wheel to pop up.
让毛刷伸出。让毛刷伸出之后，让毛刷靠近打磨的位置。
Then move the X-axis and Z-axis again so that the sandpaper of the grinding wheel is close to the wood. Let the brush touch the wood. The position to start grinding is in the middle of the wheel.
让毛刷的中心，让毛刷的中心靠近打磨的位置。 毛刷靠近这个边缘，靠近这个边缘之后，设置 G56 坐标。
Set the coordinates of G56 number. Setting, move the cursor to the XYZA position below G56. Light up the MDI, press the X key, and press the data input key. Of course, the coordinates will be automatically input to the G56 X-axis position. Also set the Z-axis.
毛刷的坐标，也输入到 G56， 然后是导入。
Import and turning the same DXF file. First, set the parameters.
检查参数。 然后设置
Mainly a few parameters in the yellow
这个为
box.
0，
Cutting speed can be set according to the speed you need. This parameter is the speed of movement during grinding.
输入，输入之后，然后导入文件，程序，导入撤销的文件，输入
Find the corresponding DXF file.
22
Input into the machine.
然后是点击程序22
Enter edit mode.
然后是
Edit the sanding file you just imported.
输入 G56
First confirm the coordinates of the grinding wheel.
这毛刷代码
Enter G56 and press EOB. Enter the wheel pop code below G0Z0. Different models of machines, the code will be different. M78 eject or M08 eject.
然后输入这个位置是这个位置呗。
Then move to the end of the program. Enter wheel retract code M79 or M09 above M05.
读个 G
Then enter G54 to return to the G54 coordinate state. Press the reset key.
然后
Light up the auto mode.
然后
Press
自
the
动
start key.
启动
Before starting, be sure to press the wheel switch on the control box. Otherwise the grinding wheel will not spin. In the previous video,
整套的一个
G54, G55, G56 coordinates have been set.
先检查
Now use these three coordinates to complete the continuous work of the three tools.
撤销
The first step is to import the turning program.
然后是
Set parameters.
续习改为
Tools set 0 or 1. Milling red is set to 0.
1之后
Set con milling to 1.
撤销的速度
Set the turning speed.
然后还要打
Turn to the third page. Mill numbers is set to 1 or 2. Set to 1 if only turning and grinding wheels are used. Set to 2 if turning,
2之后
spindle and grinding wheel are used.
程序
According to the sequence of operations, import the turning DXF file into the machine. The new name 30.
然后
Spindle or grinding wheel work, need to set the name as 31 and 32.
输入之后
After the turning program is imported, continue to set parameters and import the program of spindle,
这个
milling groove.
是
Milling red is set to 1.
是关
Con milling is set to 0.
后拉槽的
Set the twist angle, length, and quantity according to your wood
设置
needs.
完成之后导入文件
After the parameter setting is completed,
然后点
import DXF files for milling slots.
输出
The program name of slot milling is 31.
拉槽的完成之后然后再检查参数
Continue to set the parameters for grinding wheel grinding.
打磨的设置
Milling red is set to 0. The sanding speed is set to 2000 to 3000.
然后点
Import sanded
再
DXF
输入
files.
一个
Same as DXF for turning.
文件输出30
Name is 32.
现在3个文件
All programs have been imported into the machine.
完成之后编辑
The next
30
step is to manually add the required code to these programs. First edit the turning file number 30. This file will automatically call the number 31 spindle file and number 32 grinding wheel file.
输入
First increase the G54
然
coordinates.
后是主轴转弹出 然后再
Then
在
add
这
the
个
turning tool pop-up code under G0Z0. If your turning tool is fixed, you don't need to add this code.
M76 弹出车刀弹出车刀之后然后是往下翻页
Enter M02 to search downwards. Move to the last line of the program.
在 G54 M05 的下面在这是吧
Add turning tool retraction code above M05.
收回车
If
刀
your machine is a fixed turning tool, there is no need to add this code.
收回车刀 M77 然后是
After the turning tool has finished turning, it will automatically read the coordinates of G55 and run the file name of number 31.
G55 然后运 G0 X
Manually add a line of code X-80 to move the X-axis backwards here. Keep the X-axis 80 mm away from the wood to allow the spindle or grinding wheel to protrude. G0Z0. Let the Z-axis return to the position of the work origin. G56 is the coordinate of the grinding wheel. And automatically run 32 name files. Also manually add G0X-80 and G0Z0.
然后加完之后这边就 G54 这 G54 的100这是多少
Change Z100 above M02 to Z0.
Z0 是吧完成 M99 是吧如果有循环的下边加 M99
After the modification is completed, press the reset button to add to the program start.
然后是再
Continue to edit number 31 program,
是吧
spindle milling spiral groove program.
加上一个弹出 M 哎对拉槽不用弹是吧拉槽不用弹是取消的呢拉槽不用弹删掉
Delete the M70 code.
删掉70然后是也不用变是吧然后跳到 M02
Then move to the program end position. Delete code M71.
是吧主轴停 M33停这个是走到这是走到 G55 的100负100要加 G54 吗
After program editing is complete, press reset. Return to program start position. Continue editing the grinding wheel program, file 32.
这个弹哎这个也不能弹现在不弹是然后是在 Z0 这个位置是吧输入个 M89 88
Add the grinding wheel pop-up code below G0Z0. The machine model is different, the code is different.
下找 M02 下找然后 M89 收回是吧
At the end of the program,
收回
Add the grinding wheel retraction code to the upper direction of M05.
复位，检查一下31还对吧？这个车的是吧？这个没事吧
？Check to make sure all code is added normally. Run file 30.
走到30号。
In auto mode, press the start key.